Okay, let's get back in. Unity crashed on me, so I had to reboot. Like I couldn't even force it to close, which was a little weird. Kind of wondering if it doesn't have something to do with shapes. Maybe, I'm not sure. It's the only thing that changed. Let's hit play and see where I am. Oh, yeah, okay, so it crashed on me and I didn't save the... This is where I am now. Okay. That's not hard to fix. That's already doing... No, I'm drawing that by code. Just trying to remember where I am here. I think under prefabs, if I go to regular hex... if I do regular hex polygon, I do have the tile view there. And if I go under game, board, hex mesh, we'll do a regular hex polygon on the hex mesh. I think that should solve it. Let's try. Yeah, that's where I was. Okay. Now I'm curious. You see, I have it doing that. I want to see something real quick because I remember regular hex polygon has this. Now I want to do a sorting less than equal. I want to do it on top always, and that makes it so that the GPU instances due to custom, doesn't work. So now my frame rate should be really bad. Let's try it. Oh, there's still weird overlap there. Not sure where these lines are coming from. They seem to be placed where a character is, so it has probably to do with me doing some color stuff. The frame rate right now is, let's see here, we're at about 140. That's still pretty good, but I'm gonna just change it because I want to see where it was specifically before. Okay, I'll see it now. Sorting. Okay, now let's try it. Oh yeah, so much better. So much better frame rate. Shocks, eh? Now, is that only because of the idea of me using it as component? Because the problem here I'm having is when I change the sorting layer, it's the sorting layer that's making it not work well. If I go to shapes, documentation, and I do a quick look for sorting. Shape components are internally mesh renderers, so they will sort the same way any other mesh renderer in Unity would, respecting game object layers, sorting layers, and camera sorting settings in your project. Okay, that's cool. Oh, so I could override it, maybe. Shapes with opaque blend modes render fast than all the other blend modes. Okay, shapes will also be sorted by Unity sorting layers. Okay, all shapes use depth testing by default. They don't render if they are behind something. This can be changed at the top of the component by changing the sorting. Okay, note that component-based shapes that override these values, component-based shapes, but I could probably do it if I do this one here. Immediate mode shapes do not use sorting layers. Oh, render queues or any other automatic sorting system. Oh, as they are raw draw commands being issued to the GPU instead. Instead, immediate mode shapes are drawn in the order you specify the draw commands. Okay. In the order you run each draw call. Okay. For the opaque blend mode, this matters less, but for any other blend mode, great care should be taken to issue all drawing in the order you want to draw them in. Okay. Draw commands will be injected into the render pipeline at the point specified with the second parameter of draw.command. By default, the injection point is before post-process on HDRP. And that brings me to the Unity docs. The injection point is after HDRP handles post-processing. Okay. But I could put it anywhere. The immediate mode sharper drawer component will subscribe to Unity's begin camera rendering event on enable. As a result, the order of separate immediate mode shape drawers. You can explicitly set drawing order by either enabling the object in a specific order or changing script execution order in Unity. However, I recommend having only one central immediate mode shape drawer in your scene. Then have that call function in order to shapes drawn inside draw commands will draw in the order you issue the draw call. In each draw call will render on top of the previous one. This might be what I want, unless something opaque was in front of it. Opaque shapes both write and read from the depth buffer, which means they are automatically rendered with correct depth no matter the order. I recommend drawing all opaque shapes first so that all following calls can take advantage of being called by the depth buffer. For example, if you draw an opaque shape close to the camera and then another shape using any blend mode further behind that line, the closer line will still be on top since it wrote the buffer. Draw.text currently doesn't support custom stencil settings. So, why am I reading this? Because the problem is that if I have an object, for example, I'm going to stop this playback and I'm going to create a 3D cube. And that 3D cube is going to get scaled. Why is it not showing anywhere? Let's put it to 0, 0. It's not in the game world? What the hell? Mesh renderer. It should be at... Oh, shit. It's because I'm not in the game world. So let's do that again. 3D cube. Make it nice and big. Put it at 0, 0, 0. Just make it not so enormous. Like this, right? So that's the cube. And now if I hit play. So here's the thing. Oh, I should make it another color. Let's make it, I don't know. Shit. Do I have another color, maybe? Material? Ugh. Let me put a dirt color on there or something. Just something else. So if I hit play. Okay. So here's the thing. I have the environment, I have trees, whatever this cube represents, right? but it's blocking the UI elements. So the UI elements to me are these hexagons. I want these hexagons to be always visible, right? Well, what I mean is maybe not all the time, but in some instances I might want them to be always visible. That's where the draw order stuff comes in. So if I come back in here and I go back to plugin prefabs, and I go to regular hex position thing, right? And I come here and I do one of these thingies, and I do sort, and I do always. Now when I hit play, it's drawing it on top of the cube. So I always see it. Which is cool. I kind of feel like that's what I want it to do, you know? But the component, I don't think the way of doing it with the component is possible. So I'd like to be able to try and see if I could override that for the script-based one. And by being able to do it with the script-based one, I should be able to just, if I can get these red lines to show as well, then I've kind of gotten that one. It shouldn't be very hard, really. Let's see. Let me go here and open up, let's open up a script of some sort. And let's take a look at, so I might need to do immediate mode, but immediate mode, I find it very finicky. And I also find that the documentation is kind of like, missing things. Like how do I do a hexagon? You know? Or how do I scale? Radians? Degrees? I'm not sure. So, right now what I'm doing is I'm updating the board draw shapes here. Now, let's see here. Here. Immediate mode shapes are drawn in the order you specify the draw commands in the order, okay? For the opaque blend mode, this means less, okay, internet. The second parameter by default. Wait, shit. What was the default on this? HDRP is before post process. I don't know. It's fine. I recommend having only one central immediate mode. Blend mode. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, honestly. Draw dot. Oh, come on. Draw dot. Blend mode. Dot. Equals. Shape blend mode. Dot. additive? No, these are like Photoshop things. This is not it. What else do I have as options here? What was it called? It was called, not ordered. Sorting. Get layer value. Equals. Sort. What are my options here? Let's be blend. Blend mode equals shape blend mode. What are the extensions? Blend equals. Gosh darn it. Not entirely sure. I'm really not entirely sure, to be honest. I feel like there should be a forum. Let me see here if they say that there's a forum. Forum thread. I thought so. Okay. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. All right. This is what is this API? Oh, it just brings me back here. Okay. Alrighty, let's see here. Whoa, Jesus. That's a serious question. Okay, so a bunch of questions, people asking, is there anything that is hex-based out of curiosity in here? No. And how long is this thread? Oh, a few pages. Where are we on the dates on these? Uh, 2020. So where are we here? 22. This guy's showing off some stuff. Okay. Did I just... Okay. Here we go. This guy's going to talk about text mesh primitive poke through the z-test, but the rest of the shapes in this demo do not. I don't see any particular difference in the configuration of these. Okay, yeah, he doesn't know. I'm using immediate mode. What? Primitive like these. What's the best way to make it z-test in front of the cube? Like I'm using immediate mode. Okay, so this is kind of the question. Edit. Okay. Unity docs don't really explain the numerical values for different rendering Q range, while the shape component hints at only 2. With a value of overlay, shapes begin to be drawn after all the other 3D elements. But you also need to knock out the depth test, so let the new drawings show regardless. Still no idea why Unity built in font material. So render Q. Sorting layer. Okay. Just looking through code to see how I would go to set render queue and depth test for immediate mode. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Edit. Immediate mode has draw z test equal compare function as all. That's what I needed. And per shapes documentation, the render queue is irrelevant, and all drawings in immediate mode is done in before. So perhaps if I do compare okay, let's try this. Kind of annoying that I had to go in the form and some random guy wrote that down in there. Oh, no, what's going on here? What's wrong? What's wrong? Compare function is not there. It's not there. Z-test is there. Unity rendering dot always. I'm curious if that's enough, but I might need to put in, let's see if the red dots show up on the cube. They do. Very, very good. Now, The squares do too. Look at these rendering numbers, which are crap. Let's go here again. Here. Sorting. I'm just going to set that back to less equal. Nice. So the lines are working. The lines are done in the script. Now I wonder if I'm able to get those hexagons done in the script. Thinking. Okay. That was really obscure, though. I really had to go into the freaking thing to see. Really liking the immediate mode results already. I noticed your recommendations to only have one immediate mode shape drawer instance, which initially did all the drawing. So that it was all in one draw command context, and thus you had this control over ordering of what got drawn. I added this interface to your API so that an immediate mode shape drawer can then parcel out the job to other properly vetted objects in the right order. Okay. Okay, so he's just, yeah. April. That was a long time ago. So no support. Oh yeah, there is. Okay. Let's see how long. November. Oh no, that's his August, September. Whoa, August 10th, July. Yeah, she vanished. Okay. Oh. Discord. What's this? What is this? Is there a search? Search. Hex. Okay. Hill here, okay. Okay, but that's with the component. Component based. But if I want component based and I want it to draw on top, gosh darn it. That's the difficulty. You'd think she'd be able to do a draw on top on a component based, but immediate mode shape. Maybe I'll just do a component based. Maybe I'll do it. It's kind of annoying. Component based, and I'll raise it up a bit. For now. Because what I like about the component base too is I could like, let's check this out. Oh, I already have it here. I can come up in here. Oh, is it not visible? Well, there it is. I can come up in here and I could just start drawing. It's either white right now. Let's say I want it to, that's cool. Let's make a empty. That's gonna go under the, oh crap. Okay, well, what I'll do is I'll create an empty here and I'll just remove regular polygon, whatever, delete, remove. How do you remove? Right, what's this, tile view? Yeah, I'll leave the tile view there. This one here will be poly. Yeah. Poly. One of these. 0. Is this already? I feel like this should be at 0. And this should be at 0 and scaling, I guess. And then this here, I'll position that at 0, scaling 5, 1, 1, 1. And here I could do the rotate 90. Right, and then here what I could do is I could have fun with, you know, like gradients or whatever. Color. Mode is transparent. Fill. Oh. Right. That could be cool. World, local, radial. Maybe have like a, I don't know, to be honest. Because I'm getting other ideas too as I'm typing this, or I'm doing this. But it could serve for now. Position. Right, maybe do red like this. Radius 2. Edit fill. I could probably radius 1. Oh geez, I could. Oh wow, I could make that dot. That's crazy. Maybe not red, maybe white on green for fun. Right. Don't know. Doesn't have to have a fill either. See, that's kind of cool. And what I could do is I could just... Oh, does that have something? Oh, it has a gizmo. What I could do here is I could duplicate it. And I think here, if I hide this one, I could do some roundness on it. Maybe not. Radius. Maybe not. Border. Why is that not updating? Oh. Don't have the right one selected. Roundness. See, that looks good with the roundness there. And I could do border, and the thickness will be very thin. Right? I mean, that's cool. And I could make it just a little gray, a little tiny bit gray. Right? I think that looks really cool, you know. And what else? Isn't there like a checkered dashed? And I could start playing with that stuff, you know? Like I could really make it, you know, cool the way it needs to be, you know? But it'd be nice if I could do over the top, on top of the, but if I'm, yeah, anyways, I'm just thinking. But I really like this a lot. They got, look, the curved ones and the rounded ones. That looks good, eh? But I mean, if I was able to have it here, 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 and it would... See, that would look pretty good. There might be a way for me to do it, because I think the data... Isn't the data... Ooh, I don't know what this is. Oh, no. Oh, interesting. I thought there was a list. What is masking? Don't know what masking is. But I thought the hexagon had a list of points. Thickness is 0.1 meters, but I could also do it where it's newts. And the newts will always be visible. Because look, when I go meters, see the thickness here, and I zoom out, it gets smaller. Smaller and smaller, and I could barely see it anymore. The thickness, whoa. Check this out. the newts. I could just say 1 newt. Do 2 newt. That's 12 newt. 2 newt. 5 newt looks kind of like the meter thing, but when I zoom out, it stays. Ew, it looks crap, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks crap with the. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I like it. What about pixels? Let's try pixels as thickness 20. Still kind of just doesn't really quite look. Kind of looks like shit. But what makes it look like shit is the dashed. Well, pixels. Where the hell? Oh, here. 5. Well, if I keep it nice and thin. Yeah. Now, do I have a fill? This should be on top of that, and then the fill should be kind of a bit transparent. Maybe. And let's see what the roundness I did on that. Let's see here, roundness. Where did I set the roundness? Oh, roundness here. So if we do 0.3, and on this roundness, we do 0.3. And then let's just say it's got super transparency, but I might be able to I don't know, change its color to green. Yeah, and then let's get the transparent back up. Alright. Something like that. Yeah, I'll be able to do something cool with this. Right, so this is called the fill. I'm going to call this the fill. I'm going to call this the outline. And this is going to be called a hex shape. Rename it. I'll turn off the gizmos. The fill, I feel like, or the outline, I'm sorry. The outline, maybe black. It's very thin, isn't it? Maybe the thickness of that I could do is at 15. We could do something. Right? Just for now. I mean, the outline here, could do blue as well. Can't see that. I wouldn't mind getting something I could see, you know? I could see the white. What would it look like if it was super green? It looks good, eh? Yeah, it looks pretty darn good to me. The thinking here real quick. This here has a see, this here has data. Oh, I hate that data so much. It has a reference to the unit view, which is kind of important, is it? height. Why? Anyways, this is good. This is really good. I'm going to do it this way, and then maybe ask them to figure out a way how to get the override. I don't know. Get it over top on the, but that's good enough for now. Let's do the outline as black or white, maybe. Let's do it white. And the fill will also be like a, I mean, it could just be a transparent, right? I think it should just be transparent. That way, if there is anything cool underneath, I'd still be able to see it, you know? That to me looks pretty darn good. And then let's get out of here. Dink. I'll get rid of this cube. I'll go to board. I'll go to hex shape. Print. Let's play. Too big. But that's okay. Oh my god, there's so much over. There's fighting, Z fighting or whatever. But that's okay. Let's figure that one out real quick. So I'll do this. Let me just select on one. Right. What is the scale on this? 1. Huh. The scale is of 1. I think I had a thing. Did I comment the scale thing out? What is this? Wait, what is this? Color, position, scale, local scale. Funny. Oh, I'm scaling the height. What a weird way to do it. Try local position. Now, it's because I did some weird funky math that I wanted to have 3 hexes in 1 meter. So theoretically 33 should be the, or 4 feet. I can't even remember what I was doing. That's crazy. Yeah, because I set up as for metrics for something. Now let's go back to hex shape. What is the, see, this is 2.2. If I do 1, 1, 1, that's the scale. And I'll leave it like that. And then I'll come back here. I'll come in here and I'll do, the scale of this is going to be 0.3 F. Try that and see. And it could be fun to have a little bit of space, and I could start doing some like animation stuff around it and stuff. Okay, that's getting better. Smaller though. It needs to be much smaller. Almost like 1, 1, and 1. Try that and see. Oops, too small now. Yeah, it looks cool though, eh? I find that it looks pretty darn cool. but it's too small. 0.2 will do it. So let me go back to here, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. And it's like super duper on top of this thing. So what I'm going to do is, I could probably just lower this a tiny bit. Why is that not at 0? And the Y will go minus 0.1. I mean, even less than that, minus 0.1. Now let's try it and see. There. I'm going to reduce the transparency a little bit more, because I really want to see that thing underneath it. Something's going on here where the characters are. I'll change that as well. Let's go on the hex shape. And on the outline or the fill, I'm going to really just bring that down to like to nothing. Let's see that. Much better. I almost feel like also hex shape, the outline thickness, we'll do 5. I might be able to get away with doing something else here real quick. Hex shape. I'm going to do create empty. Scale. And then I'll just bring these underneath it. And then this guy here could be at 0.9, 0.9, 0.9. Just to see if I could do a little something there. Yeah, that looks cool, eh? I find that looks pretty damn freaking cool, actually. I think that looks pretty freaking awesome. This game view here, it's got dots in them. I'll have to get rid of those dots now. I'm going to just go here. I'm going to go into game view. Where's the game view? Here. I'm going to say test function to draw shapes in immediate mode. I won't delete it, I'll just, you know, comment it out there. What is that? Huh. The outline is square here. Why? Interesting. So there's a script going in doing something to this here. But I could tweak it and it'll update. So when there's a unit, hey, what happens if I start controlling with the I don't know if my remote's gonna work or not. Computer malfunctioned. It could be the cable. Let me try let me see if I got another cable. Wait, I must have. Oh, this is a USB-C, I think. Let me see. Yeah. It is. Does this one work? Oh, I felt a vibration. Oh, so it is the cable bugging out. I should cut that cable right in half, never use it again. Oh, no, I don't have control no more. Unplug. Replug. All right. Now. Okay, so I'm just not... Yeah, there's just no way for me to... Oh, am I... Oh, I can't get out of there. It's saying hex-shaped clone. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm changing the whole thing now, so it's not working. But I could rethink it. Now would be a good time for me to rethink it. Oh, I still need to unplug it and plug it in. How's the frame rate? Oh, frame rate is great. Yeah, much better than it was. No, I don't have any colliders on there, but I think there's a way for me to do it pretty simple in the future using transform locations. Yeah. Cool. I'm just going to do a little quick save on this one here. Save. Oh, is the computer going to crash now? Yeah, it crashes on save. This is what happened last time. What the hell? I'm going to stop recording.